sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one for you on Thursday night primetime between the New Orleans Saints and our home team. On the Saints sideline, look at their head coach. His side has won 2 in a row. And opposing them on the home sideline, that is the head coach of the Dragons. His side chosen to host our final Thanksgiving game this season. I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Heward, and everybody just about set. And off we go on Thursday night primetime. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Pass play coming here. Catch made over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
You're drawing up for him. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. The Dragons getting their punter out there. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. And they'll have a veteran leading them out. It's their 9th-year quarterback.
A win is a win for him. Whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. To be the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as it gets the win in the end.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Fires right away, but incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
1st down, Saints.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start. Brock, last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little bit of excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 46-yard line.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw.
2nd and 7.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down, New Orleans.
Still sticking with the passing game. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 41.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. 2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up second and 7.
Design quarterback run here. 7 yards on the run. That sets up an easily attainable 3rd and 1.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Looking in the air here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. From the gun on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Saints have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They're going play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. First down now, ball at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Goes for 32 yards. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's a difficult on defense.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. Shoots away from one. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking inside the red zone. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Throwing it on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Caught just shy of the goal line. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the
Fullback trying to power him across. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
It's a loss of 1.
With the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. That'll be the end of one here in our Thanksgiving night game. 7-0 is our score. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're hoping to convert here on 2nd and goal. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Unless you're already committed.
And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Dragons can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dragons tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Saints and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
And he stopped at the spot he made the catch, so give him, looks like the 27 on that completion. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And at the 27-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, they don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll work against the blitz. This one's caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
They'll try and punch it it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. He brings it in. I don't think he's going to get much, if any, as he heads out of bounds right near the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd down from the gun. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 2nd quarter lead.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dragons 7.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Dragons back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. They'll throw to begin this drive. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A gain of 9. Brings up
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Short pass brought in. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that gives him the first.
San Antonio, first down.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds a man, right side. And this one doesn't go far. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Give to Dobbins at the shotgun. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So 1st down from the 41. Setting up to throw. Jump off caught by his back. And this one does not go far. There's a 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Dropping back to throw. Complete out to the right. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. Sticking to the air here. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Dragons can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dragons tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 30-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
They're going to try and throw it here. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More Thursday night primetime football in just a moment. 2nd down, looking for options. Finds his fullback. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
10 at the 20-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
There's a dive up the middle. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Saints, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Right up the gut. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
There's another for it. This time he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead just before halftime. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dragons, 14.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dragons returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw now. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out, just needs one more step there to reach midfield. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Back to throw it. All the left side. They get there to take him down right around the 41. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Our look around the league starts now, and it starts with a good one here. All right, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first of 3 on this Thanksgiving Day. A lot to get into here in Week 13. Here we go. And it's the Jaguars quarterback, He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Jaguars run their mark to 8-3 as they come away with the victory. And a look now at the rest of the action around the league here in week number 12. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed to his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They go play action on 1st down. Getting out to his left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Saints.
off the play fake. He'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Throwing it on second down. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Second play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. They'll throw. 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
That's why these coaches get paid, Kate, what they get paid. You got to make adjustments. That's a different look at defense than the one we saw in the first half. And you got to keep fighting, keep scratching, keep clawing, because that effort is going to be key here the rest of the way.
The Dragons and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where faded favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time to go down, but you always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
He scrapes together a yard at most. It's second down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. He's going to have this one down to the 28. A pickup of 17. And they're going to have a 1st down now.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go play action. Connects on the crosser. And they have this run into the red zone now at the 15. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now looking to throw. Brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
From the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Saints back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. first down, they'll run. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he'll get it up to the 27. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Third and long for him here. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special.
Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. The Dragons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. You get it on the ground here with Dobbins. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He's going to throw it. Looking right, and he finds it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
San Antonio, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
1 quarter left until we see who wins this game. And in honor of Coach, enjoy some turducken this fine Thanksgiving night. It's a razor-thin margin separating these teams. The difference of just a single point as we begin the 4th. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the hit. Oh, he lost the football. And it looks like they got it back. They did. Offense maintains possession. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. He's trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Running this with Dobbins. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Running it again with Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Air it out on 3rd. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did. Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Starting from the 5. He dodged the tackle. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First down, play action. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. New set of downs for him, and starts at the 38.
And the Saints, first down.
To throw here on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the Saints, first down.
All just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. throw it. Complete. It's Weaver. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw left side, complete. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds, well shy of what they needed there.
It's 4th down.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Dragons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Looking now from the gun. It is caught left side. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. So 1st down from the 41. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw. Complete over the middle. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 on the 21-yard line.
They run. Here's Dobbins. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And he gets this forward to the 19. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. He'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
They're throwing it. Dumps it off to his running back. That play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. The Saints calling for a timeout. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. Has it down close. He has the touchdown. The Dragons push this to an 8-point game. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. He's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Point after upcoming, this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dragons push the lead to 2 scores now.
Saints 21.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the Saints offense. And they just saw that lead stretched out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds the in route complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Back-to-back carries here. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down. Working quickly here.
The 37-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
Throw here, 3rd down. Ooh, puts him on with this one, right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dragons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. They'll run here on first down. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to the well again. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Drawn up forward. Kept it on the draw, Brock, but they were waiting for him. That's a loss. It brings up 4th down. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that grows their lead to 12.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Good work so far. He's got room. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Cut out left. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
First and 10 at the 48.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. Inside 90 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it again. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Here he is to throw. Gets out of trouble. Sends this to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
They kick the running back in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. As we hit 55 seconds to play, they get it spiked to stop the clock. We're approaching 50 seconds to play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. To throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. Connection made to Raymond. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. The defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Dragons, ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting 2nd right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Here's a design run. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And I know we talked about this in meetings this week, Brock, but I want to bring it to the air now, too. How much is a chance to play on this day, on Thanksgiving, and then to win this game viewed and valued by the guys out there?
Yeah, I think they will say, maybe at the podium afterwards, hey, it's just any other game, and every win's a win in the NFL. But you know, kind of like primetime games, when the whole country's watching, when your family, your friends, your peers, everybody gets to take this in and celebrate a holiday, yeah, it's very special.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dragons emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from San Antonio.